Imagine a tree standing tall in a storm, its roots unshaken by the fury of the winds. This is the image of the soul confronted by disrespect. It is not the storm's roar that defines the tree, but its ability to remain steadfast, gathering strength from the earth beneath. Disrespect is, at its core, a revealing mirror not of you, but of the one who offers it. It often springs from hearts unsteady, from those who cannot bear the light of others. To be the recipient of such disdain is, paradoxically, an acknowledgement of your potential. Would they hurl stones at a barren tree? Yet the question arises, how shall one respond? Shall we retaliate with equal harshness, engaging in a futile contest of words? Or shall we take the higher path, one that seeks not to destroy but to build? Understand this: their words do not define you. You are more than their opinion, more than their fleeting attempt to diminish your light. Disrespect is powerless without your permission to let it wound you. Let their scorn fuel your fire. Let each insult be as the hammer upon an anvil, forging your resilience and sharpening your purpose. It is through resistance that strength is born. The oak does not curse the wind, it grows stronger roots instead. Master the art of silence. In the face of provocation, there is wisdom in restraint. Silence is not an absence, but a presence of space that disarms the aggressor and compels them to confront their own pettiness. In your quiet resolve lies a power they cannot comprehend. The world is ever watchful. When you respond with grace and unyielding determination, you offer a lesson far greater than retaliation could ever teach. Let them see in you a testament of fortitude and purpose, and in doing so, you will silence them not with words, but with the undeniable strength of a life well lived. Disrespect often stems not from the target but from the source, reflecting more about the person offering it than the one receiving it. This is a critical realization, as it shifts the narrative from self-blame to understanding the dynamics at play. When someone directs disdain, mockery, or dismissal towards you, it is frequently rooted in their insecurities, envy, or unresolved conflicts. Their words or actions become an external expression of internal chaos, aimed at projecting their discomfort outward instead of confronting it within. Consider, for example, how envy operates. When people see something in you that they lack, whether it is confidence, success, talent, or even peace, it stirs feelings of inadequacy within them. Rather than acknowledge or address these feelings constructively, they may attempt to diminish you. By undermining your worth or attacking your character, they hope to restore a sense of equilibrium in their mind, albeit a false one. Understanding this allows you to detach emotionally from their behavior. Their disrespect is not an accurate measure of your value, but a desperate attempt to cope with their perceived shortcomings. Another key driver of disrespect is fear of change, fear of being surpassed, or fear of losing control. When you strive for growth or embrace a path less traveled, it can unsettle those around you who feel safe within the boundaries of the familiar. Your ambition or innovation might challenge their worldview, forcing them to confront uncomfortable truths about their own complacency. Instead of applauding your courage, they may react defensively, attempting to pull you back into the confines of their comfort zone. Recognizing this fear-driven behavior equips you with empathy, even when faced with hostility. Misunderstanding plays a significant role in how disrespect manifests. People often judge others based on limited perceptions, shaped by their biases, upbringing, or lack of exposure to differing perspectives. Disrespect may not always stem from malice, but from ignorance. For instance, a person might belittle your ideas or dismiss your aspirations simply because they lack the vision to see their merit. In such cases, the issue lies not with the validity of your pursuits, but with their inability to comprehend them. This realization encourages patience, as you recognize that their scorn reflects a narrow lens rather than an objective truth. It is also crucial to acknowledge the societal and cultural influences that shape disrespect. In some cases, it is a learned behavior perpetuated by environments that reward arrogance or discourage open-mindedness. The people brought up in such settings may instinctively belittle others to assert dominance or secure validation. Their actions are less a conscious choice and more a reflection of the norms they have absorbed. While this does not excuse their behavior, it underscores the importance of not internalizing their negativity. Their words and actions are shaped by forces beyond you and are not an accurate reflection of your character. When you encounter disrespect, it can be tempting to internalize it, allowing doubts to creep into your mind. However, this is a trap. Internalizing someone else's negativity gives them unearned power over your self-perception. Their words, though sharp, are transient. Your sense of self is enduring. By grounding your identity in your values, abilities, and integrity, you create a shield against external disparagement. The truth of who you are does not waver in the face of others' judgments. Disrespect offers an opportunity for introspection. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can use these moments to evaluate your own emotional responses. Are you offended because their words contain a grain of truth, or is it because they challenge your ego? Differentiating between constructive criticism and baseless disrespect is vital. While criticism can be a tool for growth, baseless disrespect is noise to be filtered out. This discernment strengthens your ability to navigate interpersonal dynamics with grace and wisdom. Understanding the nature of disrespect encourages resilience. Once you grasp that the source of disdain lies within the other person, you are less likely to take it personally. This perspective fosters emotional stability, allowing you to remain composed and focused on your goals. Instead of being derailed by negativity, you can channel your energy into pursuits that matter. Disrespect becomes a fleeting shadow, unable to dim the light of your purpose. By recognizing disrespect for what it is, a reflection of the giver, not the receiver, you gain the power to neutralize its impact. This understanding is not only liberating but transformative, enabling you to navigate such encounters with confidence and clarity. In doing so, you preserve your dignity while fostering a deeper sense of compassion for those who, knowingly or unknowingly, lash out in their struggle with their own insecurities. Adversity, in its various forms, is often seen as an obstacle, a barrier to progress and peace. However, when approached with the right mindset, even the sharp sting of disrespect can become a catalyst for growth and self-improvement. To harness the power of negativity and turn it into fuel for personal development, one must first reframe the way adversity is perceived. Instead of viewing disrespect as a hindrance, see it as an opportunity, a challenge that refines and strengthens you, much like a blade being tempered in fire. Disrespect, when confronted with resilience, acts as a testing ground for character. In the face of scorn, one has a choice to falter under its weight or to rise above it, using the experience to build inner fortitude. Each instance of criticism, mockery, or dismissal provides a chance to practice patience, emotional control, and self-discipline. These are qualities that cannot be developed in comfort, but are forged through trials. By enduring and overcoming the sting of others' negativity, you become more composed, self-assured, and prepared for future challenges. Adversity sharpens your sense of purpose. When others doubt you, dismiss your efforts, or question your worth, it forces you to reaffirm your goals and values. Why are you pursuing this path? What makes your aspirations worthwhile? The scrutiny of others compels you to confront these questions with honesty and clarity. In doing so, you solidify your commitment to your purpose, ensuring that it is driven not by external validation but by internal conviction. This unwavering focus becomes a shield, protecting you from the distractions of negativity. The energy behind disrespect can also be redirected to fuel your ambitions. Consider how anger or frustration can serve as powerful motivators when channeled constructively. Instead of allowing negative emotions to fester or spiral into self-doubt, use them as a driving force to prove your critics wrong, not out of spite, but to demonstrate the depth of your potential. Each disparaging comment becomes a spark, igniting the fire of your determination to achieve excellence. This approach transforms disrespect into a source of momentum, propelling you forward rather than holding you back. It is also worth noting how adversity encourages innovation. When faced with resistance or negativity, you are often forced to think creatively to navigate the situation. This can lead to new strategies, perspectives, or approaches that might not have been considered otherwise. The challenges posed by others' scorn can push you out of your comfort zone, expanding your abilities and broadening your horizons. For instance, someone who is underestimated may work harder to refine their skills, ultimately surpassing not only the expectations of others, but their own previous limitations. Another way adversity fosters growth is by deepening your empathy and understanding. When you experience disrespect, it provides a first-hand understanding of how words and actions can wound. This awareness can make you more considerate and compassionate in your interactions with others. Over time, this empathy becomes a strength, enabling you to build stronger relationships and foster a more positive environment around you. The experience of overcoming adversity thus not only benefits you but also equips you to uplift others who may face similar challenges. Adversity also reveals your allies and detractors. Moments of disrespect often clarify who genuinely supports you and who does not. While this can be a painful realization, it is invaluable in helping you identify the relationships that are worth nurturing. True friends and supporters will stand by you even when the world doubts you, offering encouragement and perspective. Conversely, those who revel in your struggles or amplify negativity reveal their true colors. This clarity helps you invest your energy in relationships that enrich your life rather than drain it. The act of overcoming disrespect builds confidence. Each time you rise above negativity, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than the opinions of others. This self-assurance is not based on arrogance, but on a deep understanding of your capabilities and resilience. It is the kind of confidence that cannot be shaken by external circumstances because it is rooted in lived experience. This inner strength becomes a foundation upon which you can build future successes, creating a positive cycle of growth and achievement. Adversity fosters gratitude for the progress you make. When you reflect on the challenges you have faced and the ways you have grown because of them, it instills a sense of appreciation for the journey. Even the harshest critics and the most difficult trials become part of the narrative of your success. By acknowledging the role of adversity in shaping who you are, you cultivate a mindset of gratitude that enriches your perspective on life. Through this reframing, disrespect transforms from an obstacle into a tool for self-improvement. It becomes a source of strength, focus, and wisdom, empowering you to navigate challenges with grace and emerge stronger on the other side. Silence is often misinterpreted as passivity or weakness, but in the face of disrespect, it can be a profound expression of strength and wisdom. The ability to remain silent in the midst of provocation is not a surrender, but a conscious choice to respond with dignity and composure. This silence, rather than indicating indifference or submission, reflects an inner resolve and emotional control that defies the attempt to provoke or engage in conflict. In fact, silence can be one of the most powerful responses to disrespect, as it disarms the aggressor and allows you to maintain control over the situation. When faced with negativity, the first instinct may be to retaliate or defend oneself. The ego demands a response, eager to protect your image and assert your worth. However, this instinct often leads to escalation, drawing both parties into a cycle of bitterness and conflict. A verbal exchange driven by emotion rarely results in resolution. It often reinforces the negative energy that started the interaction, leaving both individuals more entrenched in their positions. By choosing silence, you avoid this trap. You withhold the fuel that would feed the fire of conflict, allowing the situation to diffuse rather than intensify. In this sense, silence acts as a boundary, protecting your peace and maintaining your dignity. Silence gives you the opportunity to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When provoked, it is easy to let emotions dictate your actions, leading to hasty words that you may later regret. Silence creates a space in which you can pause, process the situation, and choose a response that aligns with your values and long-term goals. It allows you to control the narrative, rather than allowing the other person's negativity to dictate the tone of the interaction. This controlled response can take many forms. It may be a simple refusal to engage, a calm acknowledgement of the disrespect, or a decision to walk away from the situation entirely. Each of these actions reflects strength, as they require emotional discipline and a clear understanding of what truly matters. Silence is also an expression of confidence. When you do not feel the need to prove your worth through words or confrontation, you demonstrate an unshakable belief in yourself. You are not dependent on others' validation to affirm your value. Your silence sends a clear message that you do not need to justify yourself to anyone. This kind of confidence is subtle yet powerful. It speaks volumes without uttering a single word. By withholding a defensive response, you communicate to the other person that their attempt to provoke you has no power over your self-perception. Silence gives you an advantage by allowing you to observe and understand the dynamics of the situation more clearly. When you are silent, you are not just refraining from speaking, you are actively listening and assessing the intentions behind the disrespect. This space allows you to gather insights about the other person's motives, whether it be insecurity, jealousy, or a misunderstanding. With this understanding, you can navigate the situation more strategically. Rather than being swept up in the emotional charge of the moment, you can respond with intelligence and emotional maturity. In many cases, the silent observer gains a clearer sense of the underlying issues at play and can make decisions that are more in line with their best interests. Another benefit of silence is its ability to neutralize aggression. People often seek a reaction, testing how far they can push before their target retaliates. When you remain silent in the face of disrespect, you deny them the satisfaction of provoking you. Your silence takes the wind out of their sails, rendering their actions ineffective. They are left without the validation they sought, and the situation loses its momentum. Silence becomes a form of power, as it removes the ability of the other person to manipulate the emotional environment. This effect can be disorienting for the aggressor, who may have expected a confrontation but instead faces a calm and composed individual who is unaffected by their attempts to instigate drama. Silence gives you the space to maintain your emotional balance. Disrespect can be jarring, causing a range of emotions from anger to frustration. Engaging with these emotions without a moment of reflection often leads to poor decisions and unnecessary conflict. By choosing silence, you create the opportunity to center yourself, process the emotions within you, and decide on a response that is calm and grounded. This emotional regulation is a crucial skill, not just in handling disrespect, but in maintaining overall emotional well-being. The ability to remain silent, especially in challenging moments, can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional health, preventing unnecessary stress and turmoil. But in social dynamics, silence also has a way of shifting the power balance. When you respond to disrespect with calmness and poise, you take control of the situation. The other person, expecting a fiery reaction, may find themselves confused or unable to continue their behavior. Your silence serves as a reminder that you are not easily manipulated or disturbed by petty criticism. It shows that you are focused on higher priorities and are not interested in engaging with negativity. This not only protects your peace but also elevates you in the eyes of others, who may witness the situation and admire your ability to handle it with grace. Silence serves as a testament to your maturity. It reflects an understanding that not every provocation requires a response, and not every battle is worth fighting. The ability to discern when to speak and when to remain silent is a mark of emotional intelligence and self-control. Silence in the face of disrespect demonstrates a level of wisdom that goes beyond the need for instant gratification or emotional release. It is an act of self-mastery, one that prioritizes long-term peace and personal growth over short-term victories in conflict. This form of restraint is one of the most powerful ways to neutralize disrespect, as it denies the aggressor the satisfaction of engagement and underscores your strength of character.